Our only inner struggle was just being able to like see eye to eye with each other, you know, at times. You know what I mean? Just not really having the proper communication between each other.
You mean you two as a
group as a group
as a group.
You know what I mean? Because
okay.
it's easy for a solo artist just to get out there because they don't have to worry about anything. But as far as group communication, I mean, in the beginning we had a little bit of an issue with that because the way it actually broke down when we first started this whole thing out, Keith was in another group.
With somebody else.
With somebody completely different, you know, and it was actually I was actually supposed to be the manager of the group, and the other dude just couldn't hold up, you know, his end of the bargain, and couldn't come through. Didn't want to come through with it. He didn't have the work ethic that Keith did. You know what I mean? And
so Keith, you giving him 20%? Oh, I'm just joking. I'm just saying.
Well, if I had to, I'll go to him.
I'm just saying, it sounds like he's doing all the work over there. Keith, you better throw him a bone.
He got it.
I better bring it back around. So who did most of the production on the album that's coming up on this one here?
Man, the whole entire album was produced by FS Beats, you know, out of New York and everything. And you know, the second album that you'll hear was produced by him and De Niro. You know,
what I'm gonna actually go buy, the one I'm gonna go buy with my song.
So do you have any videos coming out for your single that'll be dropping with the album?
We're working currently on the video for Tilt My Brim right now, and hopefully that should be wrapped up within the next month and a half or so.
Where you shooting that at?
A mixture between NY, Jersey, and here.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Tilt My Brim is a cool, friendly song. You know what I mean? There's a lot of little kids that love it right now. They're playing it a lot. They're playing it in the city a lot. They're playing it down south a lot actually. And I just want to get different aspects, like different kids, different people on it.
It's all about the
youth. Mix it up. You know what I mean?
It's all about the youth. And I just want to commend them because when I was on my way here, I heard him say, you know, please everybody, don't make music for your homeboys. Make it for the world. And that's one of the things you need to be successful. And people don't want to believe that. They think that it should just be about the block. But if you are really trying to make it in this business, and I believe that's what people get in this business for, am I correct?
Absolutely.
You have to do things for an entirety, not just for the community.
One thing I was talking to her about last year, do you guys feel like artists from anywhere had to go outside
of Connecticut,
outside of their realm, their home realm where they're at to get recognition, or should they be able to get it right here at home?
Wow. Man.
Well, let me jump in now.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not shy. I'll be real with that. You know, Connecticut, sometimes I look at Connecticut as that crab mentality, man. Everybody down here, you know, they don't want to see you get any further than the next man.
I agree.
You know, you start to get something, they want to hold up. Nah. And everybody wants to hate. Like, we've done shows like out of state and everything, and people will show like love. They come up and be like, yo, that's hot, you know, whatever. You go to showcases down here and around CT, people just look at you like, yeah, all right. You know, my cousin does that too. Yeah, whatever.
I agree.
Just to speak on one other artist, she just appeared on 106 in Park, my girl Sheena Gray. That's how she relayed to me she's from Philly.
Yeah.
And she was telling me, yo, well, a lot of people in Philly don't want to play my record on the radio until I started getting the airplay outside of Philly.
I think everybody feels that way about their hometown.
About their hometown.
But Connecticut is bad with it.
Connecticut is the worst with it.
Connecticut is bad with it, and it's sad that you have to go outside of your own community, you know, grab success somewhere, and even when you come back with it, I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but I think Connecticut are bandwagon jumpers. That's just my personal opinion.
You know what? To elaborate on that, I call Connecticut the no ID state.
They have no clue.
We really have no identity.
None.
You know, to vibe off of. We don't know whether we want to be like New York, or whether we want to just follow what's on TV and be like what's down south or wherever else. You know what I mean? So
Connecticut is trendy, but I'm not going to bash where I'm from. But they're very trendy. But on the flip side of that, it's going to take people like us to bring the successes back.
Right.
Because I have a lot of success outside of Connecticut, and I'm definitely bringing it back into Connecticut.
Absolutely. We're the same exact way. You know, and there's
there's
so many talented people in Connecticut.
Yes.
You know, you got your Paper Boys, Mook and Fair, you know, Wicked. You know, there's so many.
Twin Chin Entertainment,
you know,
S2G Media.
There's a lot of people down here
that would be me.
She's doing her plugs over there.
No, I'm already plugged. I'm trust. It's just the grind, you know, and bringing it back. And I commend gentlemen or people like you that really go out there and hustle, even with no representation, and doing it on your own, because it's hard. The industry is hard, and we both know that it's very fickle, and it changes from day to day. And it is the belly of the beast, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's a rough place to be in.
It is. It really is.
You make the wrong decision, the wrong move, and you can be done.
Definitely, especially as a female. But with the men, it's like anything goes for the men, you know. So how do you guys deal with the groupies other than what we know how people deal with the groupies? I mean, when you're really focused and you're doing what you need to do, is it just like, okay, I can't, you know what I mean? Do you just leave the girls where they at and just focus on your move? I'm serious because that can take you out your realm. That's a serious question.
Sometimes.
I know you need to be relaxed, but...
But sometimes, you know, there's somebody around there. Hey, Logan, you know, business first. So,
yeah.
You know.
Keith handles all the groupies is what he's trying to say.
Oh, man. That's when you start talking. That's when he speaks.
I let it women.
That's when he speaks.
That's what he does. You got it. That's what he does.
I let it, girl.
You got to do what you do.
Oh, wow.
No, man, it's not like, you know, it's not as serious as everybody think it is like that, but, you know.
What do you mean?
I want to have fun.
No, fun is fun. You work hard, have your fun. But I'm saying, you know, you can get a little off focus.
Well, it hasn't happened yet, but, you know.
The key word being yet.
There you go.
You know, wandering eye, you know.
You're human. You're human. You're trying to keep it fun in here for them because he's not saying anything. We're trying to get you to talk. Your partner's doing all the talking.
Maybe you might talk a little more on the album. So, are there many collabs on this album, Wet Paint here, or is this basically all?
It's all us. It's all nothing later. Everything, no samples, no nothing. It's all us.
All original beats.
All original beats.
So, how long did it take you to put this album together?
About a year and a half.
Okay, hold on. I want to pause right there. Some people that were here, pay attention. It doesn't take 5 years to put together your album.
That is not nice, and it was 3 years.
Wow.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Wow.
But everybody's hustle is different. We all learn at different paces. So that we're going to keep it positive like that. That's what we do here.
I know they tune in, so I'm just letting you know that.
It's okay. But that's what we do here. We keep it positive.
Wow. 5 years to put together.
It's exaggerated.
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Not by much.
3.5. All of us hit the right number too. Damn, 3.5.
Is it done?
No, they're networking. Stop.
They're networking.
So tell me about your networking process.
What do you want to know?
How do you network? How do you market yourself since you do it all?
Wow. I just really get out there and try to be involved in as much as possible. And you know what? I guess when I deal with everybody, I try to not really hate on anybody. I try to welcome everybody and anybody, you know, into my circle. And if I'm just vibing out with somebody or just kicking it in the club, I just, you know, talk business real quick and then just keep it moving. I try not to ignore anybody or act like I'm bigger than a lot of people. And that's another issue I've seen with a lot of CT artists around here. You know, everybody's too good to talk to each other or to say, yo, you know what, I heard your CD, it's real hot. You know, and I try to just show everybody equal amount of love.
But how do you market yourself outside of Connecticut? I mean, a lot of people have issues because they're not being marketed and promoted correctly. So how do you promote yourself?
I mean, between different publications and the, you know, the licensing's dropping at the same time with the album dropping, it kind of just markets itself.
So you let the album market itself. You don't get out there and do the work beforehand?
We do get out there and do the work beforehand. But the licensing from different companies helps us out tremendously.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like if I have something that's being placed on MTV, you know what I mean? We're gonna throw out blogs and blasts and stuff like that. You know, as well as, like, let's say we have a song that goes to an MTV song, MTV show, excuse me, and then we'll take that same song and hit X amount of DJs, you know, cross country, whether it's DJ D-Nox in Canada, DJ L in New York, or whatever. You know what I mean? Get that song blasted out on a couple of their mixtapes. And at the same time, we're promoting, you know, on MySpace, Jamwave, so on and so forth. You know, hitting them with flyers in the streets, trying to do the shows.
I was gonna say
and,
that.
You know, and getting out there and just really putting the ground street work in.
You do it all yourself?
I can't